This weekend, comedian, writer, and actor Jay Jurden brings his storytelling stand-up to the Punchline Houston Comedy Club. Jurden's debut comedy special called Yes, Ma'am is streaming now on Hulu. It's a sharp, heartfelt, and funny exploration into what it's like to be Black, Southern, and queer. Jay Jurden, welcome to Houston Matters. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You grew up in Mississippi. You attended schools there and in Alabama. How endemic is Southern culture to what you talk about in your stand-up?
Oh my gosh, Southern culture is the core, it is the bedrock, it's the foundation of my comedic message and my kind of comedic story. I think that being a Southerner, I'm biased, but I think we are inherently funnier because we have to deal with so many heavy topics, but still also get around the dinner table and commune with people. So being Southern is kind of that central nugget that I kind of get a lot of my comedy inspiration from.
Your Hulu special dives into specifically growing up Black and queer in the South. What makes that experience different from what you've probably gleaned from other Black and queer artists you may have come across from other parts of the country? You live and work in New York and L.A.
I think that Southern culture, Black culture, and queer culture are so inextricably linked to both Blackness being the way that people kind of like come up with popular culture in America. I think that queerness is also connected to trends, and before anyone else is doing it, gay people are doing it and Black people are doing it. And I think the Southern component of that is that it's a place where people don't necessarily think about queer culture because they have these ideas that the South is so restrictive and so kind of regressive and so conservative. They don't understand how anyone could be their authentic self down there. But I filmed the special in New Orleans. When I think of places like New Orleans, like Atlanta, like Houston, they are very queer, they are very Black, and they are very Southern. And I think that's a really cool mix of things. I think it's a really cool matrix, and there's tons of funny, both tension and kind of relief in those categories.
You're on what you're calling your Nothing Special tour. Is that an effort to lower expectations?
A little bit. So the Nothing Special tour is titled aptly because to me, it's nothing special. I'm just telling jokes, but also it's nothing from the special. So I wanted people to get their money's worth and not think that I was double dipping. So you can watch the special on Hulu. You get an hour of jokes told at a breakneck pace, and then you come see me live. You get a different hour of jokes that are even funnier, in my opinion, even more polished. I'm just very excited that I get to present both of these hours of comedy to people, one in person and one kind of at home on a streaming service.
In addition to stand-up, you've written for the Apple TV Plus series The Problem with Jon Stewart, as well as Marvel's Voices X-Men series. How does writing for other voices and characters, how does that compare to writing stand-up for yourself?
So it's really fun whenever you get to write for someone else because you get to tell jokes that maybe don't fit for you, and you get to present them through a mouthpiece like Jon Stewart or through some of those X-Men characters I got to write for. But then also you have the added benefit of if something doesn't work necessarily for John or for Storm and Iceman, the characters I wrote for, you get to take those jokes back and you can put them in your set. So there'd be days where I'd write a joke and I think it would work for John and maybe it wouldn't work, but then I could fold it into my set. So it's kind of a really cool opportunity to both stretch and have material of your own.
Do you think your stand-up has changed at all, has evolved in any way as a result of working with someone like John, who, of course, also has stand-up roots before he got into doing The Daily Show and so many other things?
Yeah, I think that there would not be a funny extended Marjorie Taylor Greene joke in my special if I had not worked with Jon Stewart. So there are some political areas that I feel a bit more comfortable touching on and trying to point out kind of incongruities and hypocritical nature of some of our political figures. And I picked up a lot of that stuff when I worked with John for those 2.5 years.
What do you hope audiences will take away from your performance at the Punchline this weekend?
I hope that they understand that live comedy is still alive and well. You can watch comedy on your couch at home, but going to see it live with other people is the way we want you to really invest in the art form. It's ethereal, it's theatrical. You should experience it with other people. So I want people to know comedy is alive and well. And also, if you support new and upcoming comedians, you help continue the legacy of comics. Because you never know. You never know who you see at the Punchline Houston in the next couple of years. You might not be able to see them at the Punchline Houston. You might have to see them at a different venue. And the Punchline is always bringing new people in. It's always having surprise people. I think Mo Amer was there earlier this year. There's always going to be a really cool comic coming to your local scene. So invest in live comedy and buy tickets and go see people in person.
Jay Jurden is a writer and comedian. He brings his Nothing Special tour to the Punchline Houston Comedy Club this Friday and Saturday night, 2 shows each night at 7 and 9:15. Jay, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.